You may not know this about me, but I actually wrote for several blogs, like Phillyist, a Philadelphia-based blog from the Gothamist Network. The editors didn't like me very much. They didn't dislike me. They were just like, meh, you have no talent. And then I wrote for Baby Center for years. I got threats because I wrote about my wife breastfeeding and sneaking my son formula. I didn't go over super well with that audience. Not at all. He needed the calories. One of the most popular things that you can do with a vlog or a blog at the end of the year is to talk about stuff that people want to buy, suggestions for purchases, a year-end list. So I figured I'd make one because I have a bunch of camera equipment and I'm not using it. It's been weeks since I've done a vlog post. I don't know what else to do. I'm probably going to cut that out. You don't care about my boredom. These suggestions have no rhyme or reason. They're not like super technical or they're not focused entirely on tech. It's a mixture of things, just things that I've bought over the year and I'm like, these things are pretty good. You should get them. I'm going to go from 5 and work my way up to number 1. How's that work for you guys? Just nod your head and pretend like I can see it. Number 5, a good pair of gloves. Now I'm going to say specifically gloves that work on a touchscreen, so you don't have to take your glove off if you want to answer your phone, change your music, do anything on a damn screen. I don't care about the brand. I'm not going to endorse the brand. But if you have someone in your life that doesn't have a pair of gloves for the winter, because it's cold out there in the East Coast, it just snowed. But if you don't have a pair of gloves, and you especially don't have a pair of gloves that have one of those tactile tips, buy somebody that. My cousin Anthony used to make fun of me for wanting to wear gloves. Like I'm not a real man because I wear gloves. Well, it's cold, Anthony. It's real cold out there. And I want some gloves. I want some gloves that I can use my smartphone with my soft, delicate office worker hands that there are no grips and no calluses because I stopped playing these guitars back there. Yeah, that. Gloves. Buy them. Number 4. This is for the man in your life or maybe a male friend. It might be something you don't think about buying. Again, in these cold weather times, it's the winter, you're at home because of COVID. I'm not generally someone who endorses sweatpants or some kind of sweatpant-like material. But if you're home, or if you're walking, like I do every day, I walk 5 miles every day, rain or shine. Cold weather or not, very unpleasant. But I do it. You know what I like? I like things, fleece sweatpants, or Sherpa-lined pants. Those are great to have in the cold weather. You notice the theme here? Cold weather, because it's cold outside. But I'm going to tell you the secret. And again, I'm not endorsing any particular brand, but I did buy mine from Eddie Bauer. The gusseted crotch. Right? So it doesn't come to a point or a seam. It is gusseted. For all of the room that you may need, it doesn't come to a line. It doesn't pinch. It is gusseted. It is made for things that guys have in that area. Gusseted sweatpants or Sherpa-lined pants. To win. Just trust me on this, especially if you haven't tried it. Trust me. Number 3. Here's one that I wouldn't normally suggest. Not because I don't like it, but because I used to travel so much, and they used to get confiscated all the time because I would forget that I would have them in my bags or in my pocket. But a pocket knife. Focus. There we go. Pocket knife. Again, this one is from Kershaw. This is a cool one because it's all stainless steel. It's pretty. It's got pretty good action. You know, I'm like not like a crazy person about like evaluating the knives, but this one, it's nice. I got another one over here. I have a tendency when knives are on sale, I buy them, and then I give them to my friends. They're like, oh, I'm like, oh, you don't have a pocket knife? You should always have a pocket knife on you, especially if, again, if you don't have to travel. This is another one from Stat Gear. Right? This one's from Stat Gear. This one zoom in. There you go. Right, this is a stainless steel one. This one's kind of nice. It's got like a. Take this out. I didn't even open this one. I bought like 3 of these when they were on sale. All right, so like it's plastic, nothing crazy. Again, you know, you don't have to go nuts with these things. Pretty big blade though, right? Serrated edge. This is another nice one. This is another nice one. This one's got the release in the back. I always look for that because like my old man gave me like a pocket knife when I was 7. He's a butcher, and that was the type that he got me. I still have that knife actually. He used to like take it to the butcher shop and sharpen it too. Like you know, maybe for a 7-year-old that was mildly irresponsible, but like it was the 80s. That's shit happens. But yeah, I use this thing more than you would ever think. Even when you don't go anywhere, like you're just out in your car, or you're just a package comes in, or you gotta like cut a fraying piece of string off your pants or something like that. It's just freaking useful. You know, there's just something to be said about having something in your pocket that's useful, as opposed to like a phone that distracts you all day. That you're probably watching this on a phone. I'm not judging. I have ADD about this shit too. It's okay. But a pocket knife, get one. Get one for someone. This is not skewing male, by the way. Like, I don't want to be sexist. Women should carry pocket knives too, right? But especially if you're not going on a plane, the main thing is not going on a plane. It's the plane situation that's the worst, because they take this thing. You spend all this time and energy in this knife. You become used to it, and then they take it because you forget. So like, I don't usually keep them in my bags anymore, but thanks to COVID. Here's another like shout out. So I just mentioned the gusseted sweatpants, but I also like these like Lee cargo pants. They're like sort of half work, half not, and sometimes they have extra pockets that are great for knives. So like an honorable mention if you're gonna buy your man pants. There's these Lee pants. I'll put a link below to them. I really like them. They're very comfortable, and they have extra pockets, and I like extra pockets for pocket knives. Pockets for pocket knives. See, I brought the whole thing together. The whole thing together. Number 2 is going to be an expensive one. Like, you got to buy into this one. I'm sorry in advance. These things get a little expensive. If you watch my channel, if you check my stuff out, you know that I'm a kind of a fan of Peak Design. Everybody with a camera is a fan with Peak Design. I'm sorry. But they make good stuff. They really do. But they have this whole travel kit system, and I'm not going to show it all. Maybe I will. If I get up, we'll see what happens. I don't know if I want to get up. I don't like showing things. It feels very materialistic. But anyway, Peak Design has a line of travel goods, this modular travel system. So you can get a backpack, they make a couple duffel bags, and then they have this system so you can put clothing packing cubes that fit in, and then also camera cubes. All of my camera equipment is right here right now. I have all of my lenses sitting out in this one medium-sized packing cube. Big fan of it. Keeps it nice and protected, keeps it nice and organized. But it's expensive, right? The bags are all over $100. I mean, in the backpack's well over 200. Might be even close to 300. The cubes are expensive, right? Peak Design stuff is expensive, but it makes a lot of sense. I like this idea of modular. So I can take all the camera stuff out of it, put the packing cubes in, go on a weekend trip. It's got some space for a laptop, the backpack does. Or I can put a small packing cube for the camera, because there are different types of packing cubes. I could put a small camera packing cube in, and then a medium packing cube for my clothes. Good to go. The idea is to travel for like a weekend trip, or maybe longer, with one bag. With one bag. I've never done it before. I got pretty damn close. I went to Hawaii with like this Timbuktu travel bag. It was like a duffel bag that kind of opens up accordion style with packing cubes. So like, that was my favorite travel bag. I did a week in Hawaii with that bag. But I also brought my backpack with my laptop and all that stuff in it. So the goal was, can I get it down to one? By the way, travel tip. You can't get away with something like that unless you're going to a place like an Airbnb that has a washing machine. Right? So I'm not crazy. Like, if you're backpacking through Thailand, you probably want some more space. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Never done that before. So I'll show you a small packing cube. All right, small packing cube. And this one, I bought 2 because I'm lazy. You couldn't just buy one, but I bought 2 in case I just wanted to keep my drone in like one packing cube, and so it's ready to go. So like, I fit in this bag. I fit. Ooh, should not have done that way, but I fit my DJI Mini battery pack. Realistically, this is very spacious. You're not gonna see this. It's very spacious. Like, I could fit way more stuff in here. Again, I'm not going to do a full review of Peak Design stuff. If you want me to do that, there's a million websites and blogs about this. Good zipper sounds, right? But this is a small packing cube. And I bought the bag. The sage color. It only comes in sage and black. And I bought sage because, Italian guy. Don't ever buy, as an Italian person, like a black leather couch. Or like all black things. Or like a gold chain. I don't wear a gold chain. Like it's just too obvious. So I don't. I don't even wear. I'm a happily married person. I don't even wear a wedding ring. I don't even know which hand it's supposed to go on. So I tried it for like 3 weeks, and I'm like, I'm not gonna wear this ring. I don't like it. Again, I don't like it when I play the guitars either. Expensive gift at number 2, right? It's an expensive gift if you're gonna buy into this system. You have some options, but what I like about it is that it's modular. It's good quality, well thought out stuff. And it can fit your needs, right? So depending on where you're going and what you're doing, you have a lot of flexibility. But you pay for that flexibility. I love you, Peak Design, but I kind of hate you too. So my number 1 should be no surprise if you've been watching my videos. I just did a review, which I'll link below, on the Chromecast with Android TV. For $50, if somebody doesn't have a smart TV, or maybe they have a smart TV but the interface sucks and you can't get all the apps that you want, this thing is great. It's got, it's snappy. Again, you just read my review, but for $50, it's a no-brainer. It's got a remote control. It gives you access to all the apps. Like Roku and Amazon TV have been fighting with HBO. You couldn't get HBO Max, and there are other apps that you couldn't get before. And some of the apps that you can get on those other apps, on those other systems, they kind of don't work right. This thing just works. It's $50. If you're stuck and you don't know what to get somebody, get them that. And it's got the Android Google Assistant in it versus the Alexa. I gotta be careful because I have an Alexa and I have a Google Assistant down here. The Google one's kind of better. It answers the questions better. The Alexa does other things. It does do other things better. So I don't want to be like saying that like, oh, the Google is the best one, and Google's probably spying on you more. Although Amazon probably spies on you a lot too. They're both spying on you. It's in your house. They're spying on you. Like they're recording things that you probably don't want them to record. C'est la vie. You know, this is the world that we're in. I don't have anything profound to say. Merry Christmas about that one, right? Like, hey, give yourself the gift of being spied on. And you pay them to do it. But anyway, there's a top 5 gift idea, right? Not brand specific. Well, the Peak Design one was and the Google one was. But you can figure this stuff out. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone. Stay safe out there. I know it sucks to be socially distanced, but we're in the home stretch, so keep that distancing going for just a little bit longer. But stay safe. Happy holidays. Thanks for watching. Be back soon.